Okay, I just wanted to make a quick video to go along with my review of this Samsung SHS-H630 lock. I think it replaced the 5020. I've got it installed. I should have taken some pictures while I was installing it, or at least a video, and I didn't, but I wanted to go over some things to go along with my review. First off, when you get it, this handle is going to be in the vertical position, and it took me a little bit to figure out. On the back side of the lock over here, when you take this off and there's a metal plate in there, there's a little pin that has a little rubber band on it, and it's rubber banded to another part of the frame of the lock. Just take that rubber band off, pull the pin out, and the handle will fall down, and once it's in the horizontal position, you put the pin back in and then put the rubber band back on there, and then it will be in the right position. Took me a while to figure that out. Okay, I had to make a cavity for the mortise to fit in. In our particular situation, we have a double door instead of just one door and a frame. So you can see the second door over here when I put the striker in, and then I made the cavity in the door for the deadbolt. When I first did that, the deadbolt would close, and then it made a little beep 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 tune, and then the bolt would retract. And I found out what it was. I figured out that it was bottoming out in this hole. I hadn't made the hole deep enough, so I had to make the hole a little deeper, and then the deadbolt was able to go all the way in and lock as it should. But it'll let you know if that's a problem. It'll make that noise, and then the bolt will retract and open again, so you'll know something's wrong. But once I got that figured, it works like a champ. On this side of the lock, you can either manually lock it right here and turn it, or when you close the door, I've got it set on automatic. When you open right here, you can set this there's a little thing for automatic or manual. I've got it set for automatic, so when I close the door, you'll hear it, and the bolt automatically locks. And then you can set this part of it as well with this button. You can set it so that you either have to manually flip this up and lock it to open the door, or I've got it set so that when you push the handle down, it automatically pulls the bolt back and it unlocks and you can open it. One other thing that I had in there with when you're programming the key tags or the fobs or whatever, the registration key is right here. You press that, and then you put the card, tag, or whatever in front of this, and sometimes you actually have to touch it on here, and you'll hear it beep to let you know that it's programmed it. It programs all the cards. If you program one and then you stop and don't program anymore, your other cards will not work again. So you have to program them all at the same time, and it gives you about 20 seconds before in between cards before it shuts off the programming cycle. So just have all your cards, tags, or whatever. We have the smart tags, sticky tags that we put on the back of our cell phones. We've got the fobs, and we also have the credit card size cards. Just have them all ready. When you press the registration button, then just swipe each one individually in front of this, or touch this, and it will program those, and then just keep doing them in succession until you get them all. Good thing is, when you program them, it does not affect your passcode. Okay, so the passcode will stay the same. It's independent of your tags or fobs, which is good. I was afraid that it would erase my passcode when I reprogrammed the tags, but it did not do that. So that's good. It doesn't affect that. Going over here again, of course the batteries go right here, and the registration button is right here. This little slider in the middle is for the whether you want to turn off the audible alarms or sounds and the volume of those. So 0, I believe, turns it off. 1, they are on, but at a soft volume. You turn it to 2, and then it's a higher volume. But the lock works great. Once I got everything set up and everything else, it works like a champ. Also, on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a slot, and that's for the emergency key. So if for some reason your key tags or whatever aren't working, and batteries are dead, whatever, you can use, there's two actually metal cut keys that came with this that you can stick in this slot and open it. And then these two terminals here, if you've lost battery power for whatever reason, you stick a 9-volt battery up here with the terminals connected to the contacts on the 9-volt battery, and it will power the lock temporarily so you can use your passcode or whatever to get in. So there's several ways to get in and to make the lock work. So it actually works. It works beautifully. Have no complaints about it at all. But hopefully this will help you. Some of the things I've told you, that you can avoid some of the hitches that I had when I was installing, just because I didn't know. If I'd have known that, installation would have gone a lot faster. But very, very happy with the lock, and it works great.